and welcome to Free Tip Monday. I know some of you thinking, Steve, you're sitting down. Listen, allow me, man. I'm tired. I just thought, you know what? We're now on episode 14 weeks straight. I thought, you know what? My feet, my legs need a break. So this week I'm sitting down and I've got my laptop out, got my book, got my water, and today we're going to be talking about revision, exam practice. And I got you guys, I got you. I know most of you are anxious. Most of you are sitting pharmacy exams. Some of you are sitting GCSEs, A-levels. Some of you are accountants. Everybody is doing exams, and I feel your pain. I've been there. It's not easy, you know. Doing those exams, the stress levels, so much hangs in the balance. They have so much pressure from teachers, from home, from parents. Oh my God. You guys, I'm with you on this one. I've got all your messages and everything. Steve, come on, please, man. Do revision. And you know what it's for? I remember that pain, so I'm going to do a revision video. This week's video is all about how to manage exams. So what I'm going to do is focus on the few days leading up to the exam, the night before the exam, and during exam time, what to do to get the best possible grade. Because at the end of it, that's all you want, to get the best possible grade you can get. And sometimes, because we focus so much on what other people are getting, and the pressure gets to us. And I say this because that's how I feel a lot of exams. Not because I didn't know stuff, but because I put myself under so much pressure. People told me all the time, these exams are going to set your life. And as a result, all that pressure really, when I was in the exam hall, it broke me down. And I failed over and over again. But when I learned that, you know what? All I have to do is do my best. I started performing. I started understanding that, you know what? The only thing I have to focus on is doing well for me. That's it. Not for anyone else. Just for me to give it the best I can do. And if it's not good enough, fair enough. But often, we are good enough. But because of all these pressures, it puts you off. And you start doubting yourself. Now, listen, you guys know how to do this. I'll start a quick story. I remember being in year 10, in year 9, and I decided I want to be a pharmacist. But my grades were not there. I was still getting U's and F's, and I was reminded every day that I'm not good enough. And my self-esteem and confidence were not very good, and that's what it's about. That self-esteem and confidence. You have to walk in the exam thinking, I am the boss. And it took me so many years to realize this. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like you're the best. When you walk into the exam hall, you have to put your head up, put your neck up, and be like, you know what? Whatever's on that paper, I'm going to absolutely smash it. So what I'm here today is giving you free tips on how to feel like that and leave the exam thinking, you know what? I gave it everything. This week's first tip is, a few days for the exam, make all your notes. So that means that all the material you've learned over the year, organize it. And making notes doesn't mean copying it up word by word. When you make effective notes, you condense that big chunk of material into something smaller, which you can just review quickly. So learn how to put that big chunk of revision material into smaller notes. And the good way to go about this is to buy those little post-it notes. You can buy them in, I think, Poundland, W. Smith, you know. They're really cheap, but aim to fit all your revision content on the back of those things. Don't aim to write everything out again. Just condense it in a way that is small. And when you do that, also couple it with exam practice. At this point, there's no point going over everything. Just revise what you can revise and do an exam about it. How I used to approach that was, me and my friend would do exams, and then any topics that we'll get wrong, that's what we'll focus on. I wouldn't focus on the things I got right, because that meant that I understood it. Focus on every single thing that you get wrong. That's how you grow. The things you fail at, that's the thing that you need to work at. There's no point revising the things that you're good at already. So when you're revising, pick out things that you're getting wrong in exam practice. Because those exam papers, they're not there to test how much you know. They're there to test you on the things that you can work on, you get better with. So my first tip is make revision notes, small ones or post-it notes, and do exam papers. Second tip is the day before the exam. Oh, these used to be the worst because I couldn't sleep personally. I don't know about you, but for me, I could never sleep. I used to stay up late at night thinking, if I keep revising all night, surely I will get the best possible grade. But it's not about that. The day before the exam, you want to get as much sleep as possible. You want to be as relaxed as possible. There is no point you panicking and doing hard, intensive revision at that point because the time is past now. That time is for you to go over your post-it notes. That's why it's so important to make revision notes, because the night before the exam, that's how you revise. And when you revise them, actually, your mind is triggered to remember all the big material that you revised earlier. So the point of making those small notes is just for you to reduce how much stress you're under. And the day for the exam, I would say, don't spend too much revising. Revise, get a good night's sleep, and you know what? Make time for yourself. The key is to get yourself in that relaxed mode. Relaxed mode. You want to relax. You want to go to bed relaxed, thinking, you know what? I've done my best. You don't want to go to bed thinking, oh my God, I don't know this, I don't know that, because that's what's going to make you overwhelmed. It will make you stressed, and it will make you panic during the exam. But if you're relaxed, you know what? I've given it my very best. So when you're in the exam hall, you're not doubting yourself, you're not questioning yourself, you're in a relaxed frame of mind. Now, this week's third tip this week is during the exam day. I don't know about you, but those people out there, I'm not criticizing you because maybe that's what helps you. Those people on exam day who come to you and ask you a question. What's the answer to this? What do you think about this? Listen, they used to stress me out because they question me, and some of the answers, I didn't know them. And what that did to me was, it made me doubt whether I could pass the exam. So people question and question. And for me, I entered the exam hall and my confidence was flat. I thought, you know what? I didn't know the question my friends were asking me. So what's the point of even trying? And I would go in there and I had failed. And what I would say about that is, there's nothing you can do too much on the morning of the exam. So reduce your contact with those people. Just keep your confidence up. Like I said at the beginning, you want to walk to the exam hall thinking that you know what? I am the boss. I'm going to smash this exam. You don't want anyone messing with that. And when you're in the exam hall doing those papers, if you come up against a question that you can't do, leave it alone. I always say, start with the easy questions, the ones you know. Because you know what they do? They build your confidence, you know. If you get those little ones, you know, those little one markers, or the ones that you know, those topics you understand, it builds your confidence. Even a question that you didn't fully know in the beginning, the answer comes to you later on. So if you come against a question that you're not sure of, leave it and move on. If you got time at the end, come back to it. But don't waste your time trying to remember things that are not coming to you right now. Answer the questions that you know, because all those marks you're getting right, they're adding up. So you do the questions that you're good at, and then the hard ones, come back later on and try them in a way that you're relaxed about it. Those are my 3 tips to pass your exams. Listen, I wish you all the best, because I know that this time is stressful and I know it's hard, but keep that belief in yourself. Whenever you get to a place where you think, this is too hard, I can't do it, I just tell myself, I can do this under my breath. I can do this, and you get through. The key is keep your mind positive. Focus on positive things. Focus on your mind on when you succeed, when you pass the exam. Don't get overwhelmed, don't get stressed. Just do the best you can, and I promise you, at the end of it, you'll be happy with yourself regardless of the mark. This is your boy Seki for this week's free tips, and whatever exam you're taking, I wish you all the best. Let me know how it goes under my comment section. And as always, guys, you know where to reach me. I'm on the Insta, I'm on the Snapchat, I'm on the Twitter. Listen, I'm here for you, so let me know. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week.